All right. So, I was thinking about this, and I think there's three important things that you need to have in a superhero story. You need to have a good deed that is done, to fight some crime, and then to not be celebrated, because you're just gone. Like, no one knows who did these things. So my story starts after college. I was going to move to Toronto, and then I had to find a place to live. And I didn't want to move in with friends. I wanted to just like live with random people because that seemed interesting and fun. So I found some people on Kijiji, and it was this great place. Actually, no, the truth is they were really cool people. It was this one French guy named Pierre, and this one French girl named Rosanne, which is how you pronounce it properly. So I had an interview with them, and I went, and they determined if I was cool enough, which was just drinking beer and playing old Mario Kart. Kind of rocked that interview. So after the interview, I went home, and I got an email. Oh, I told them I was going to move in. I was like, okay, I'm going to move in, guys. And they're like, yes, this is going to be awesome. And I was like, yeah, I have a place. These people are so cool. It's on the East End. It's not like real city. Just kidding. East End's cool. So I went home, and then I got an email from a studio in California that wanted to hire me for a summer internship. I was like, well, this is yeah, okay. So then I had to tell these people that I couldn't move in with them, and I felt really bad. And then they were like, well, it's okay. Just come out to our housewarming party, and it'll be a great time. We'll have fun. So I was like, cool, I'll do that before I go to California. It'll be a good time. I was also talking to Rosanne. This is where the story gets interesting. And we were talking about like smoking weed and stuff like that. And she said, I've always wanted to try ecstasy. And I was like, well, I know a dude who's got some good ecstasy. So I brought some ecstasy to the party. I also brought some friends, so it was a good party. It was like a bunch of French people, because I guess they only hang out with other French people when they're in Toronto. And they were like cooking food and stuff, and it was good. They also had other people there that they were interviewing. It was like an interview process to see who could move in. And there was this one guy, I don't remember his name, but we'll just go with Damien, because it's a good name. And he was a cool guy, so we were all hanging out, and it was fun. And then about halfway through, Roseanne's like, do you have the drugs? I was like, yeah, girl, I got the drugs. So we went down to her room, which is in the basement, and we went downstairs. And side note, Pierre and Rosanne have lived together for like 2 years. They didn't really know each other before, but they lived together for 2 years, and nothing ever happened, guy and girl. How does that happen? What weird. So I'm at this party, and we go into the basement. It's me and Rosanne, and I give her half of the drugs, because she's never done them before, so I give her half a pill. I'm like, I will walk you through this. This is what's going to happen. I will be your guide for this. It's going to be a great time. The responsible man I am. So then we go upstairs, and we're having fun, and Pierre's kind of giving me the eye, like something's going on. I was like, I don't know. So Rosanne comes back to me, and I'm going to do like a really bad French accent, but she's like, Jeremy, your drugs, they're shit. I was like, what? She's like, nothing's happening, this is shit. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we'll do the other half. So we go back downstairs, and I give her the other half, and then we go back upstairs, and Pierre's still giving me the eyes, and he calls me over, and he's like, also bad French accent, Jeremy, do you have a crush on Rosanne? I was like, no, man, we're just doing drugs. It's okay. So he's like kind of confronting me about this over here, and Rosanne's over here, being like, this is shit, what have you given me? This is a waste of my time. And he's like, do you like her? And I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And then I'm talking to Pierre, and I turn over, and I look this way, and there's Rosanne. Like, her eyes are just, and her smile is like up to here, and she's like touching walls, and she's like, I can feel everything. And I was like, all right, good, we are in the store. So that problem was solved. So I went to the rest of the party, and we're having a good time. And then I was like, man, I haven't seen Pierre and Rosanne in a while. So I walk into the living room, and Pierre's sitting there on the couch, very casually, with Roseanne straddled on top of him, just making out, like going to town. And Pierre sees me watching and he's like, like there was 2 years of sexual tension that has just been building up, and then with this like one drug, it just explodes everywhere. And I just kind of stepped back and I was like, I've done my good deed. So I let them do their thing, and I took care of the rest of the party, and I made sure, like, I had this responsibility for the house, even though I wasn't moving into it. I was like, I didn't want anyone, you know, puking behind stoves, or whatever other people do at parties. It's just what I do. It's how I leave my mark. So I was taking care of people, and then, you know, people, they left, and the party was good. Roseanne and Pierre went downstairs to someone's room, and, you know, two years of sexual tension. So it comes to the end of the night, and I had cleaned everything up. It was just me and Damien. My friends had passed out in the room I was supposed to move into, so that was fine. Pierre and Roseanne, they're doing their thing. And so it's just Damien and I, and I'm lying on one couch, and he's lying on the other couch. I had also done drugs this night, so I was like very tired, you know. I had a good time. I'd done my good deed. I was going to bed like this, just kind of lying down, like I had earned this. It was very dark. It was one of those side streets. Damien and I are talking, he's on his couch, and I'm slowly falling asleep. And then I feel something. Something weird. Something that is trying to undo my zipper. The zipper of my pants. And I'm like, really, really tired, guys. Like, exhausted. Like, you know that really tired where you're like, stop it. That tired. And I was like, no. And it was really dark, and I couldn't see anything, so I didn't know what was touching me. So I just rolled over, like, into the couch, like, had some more protection. Thought I was safe. But no, we get a little reach around. So the hand comes around, still going for the zipper. And I'm like, So I roll over onto my front, which is the most comfortable way to sleep on a couch. But it worked. The hand got frustrated, and then I heard the door open, and then the door slam. And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up in the morning, and Damien was gone. I don't know where he had gone. Everyone else was gone. It was weird. To this day, I have no idea who was trying to get in on this. I mean... So then I had gone downstairs, and my friends were still passed out, and I kind of wanted to just like talk to someone. Be like, guys, I was just molested. But there was no one there, and like they were sleeping, and then Pierre and Roseanne, the door was closed. I could still hear stuff. Like they had just gone all night. Like kudos to those two. So I kind of was just standing there in this empty house with like leftovers of party and no like recognition of the good things I've done and the not good things I've done. And then I kind of just left. I just left into the morning sunlight, and it was like no one said anything. I was just gone. And a quick little ending of the story. So that was like almost 3 years ago. A few months ago, I got a Facebook message from Pierre, and he said, "Oh, I'm leaving Canada soon because I'm gonna move to France with Roseanne," which is amazing. And he's like, I want you to come out because I want to buy you a beer. I was like, cool. So then we go for a beer, and he's like sitting there, and he's looking very serious, and he's like, I just want to say thank you because you brought us together, you and those drugs.